Hi. My name's Aaliyah.
Aaliyah,
It's nice to meet you. First off, I wanted to start by thanking you so much for coming to interview with me, especially because you have a busy schedule with tonight's performance. So thank you so much. It really means a lot to me.
Sure, my pleasure.
So I brought this photo today, and this is whenever the school first kind of opened.
Yeah.
There's some students there in the photo. They have already graduated, and they're really cute in that photo. So how did you come across the Ann Richards School?
Well, I was a very good friend of Ann Richards.
Mm-hmm.
And Ann, Ann meant a lot to me. She's a hero of mine. And so when I was invited to come over and meet the students while I was performing in Austin, I considered that a real privilege to go and see what was going on. And I think, how old was the school then? It was pretty young.
Yes, it must have been when it first opened.
Yeah, so that was a real honor and a privilege to get to go and meet the girls.
We definitely have that whole sisterhood deal where we just love one another regardless of any kind of barrier.
That's so good to hear.
Yeah,
I'm really glad.
And we have like things like No Place for Hate. We even have like a Sisterhood Olympics where it's just about bonding with people, even outside of our grade.
What I think is clear to me is obviously the leadership at Ann Richards School has invested in that. I don't think it just happens. I'm happy I hear that because I know that means that, your staff, your faculty, the leadership, your parents are all invested in that. I actually am, I hate to have to report to you that I do not think it is the natural instinct of human beings. And I don't think it's the natural instinct of children. People say, oh, well, children would just love, that's not true. Or why would we have bullying to the extent that we do? It's not true that it's the instinct. So it takes a lot of proactive work. And it's obvious to me that from what you have just told me, that at the Ann Richards School there are these values that have to do with helping one another, with being in a sisterhood and of spreading love and compassion. And it makes me very happy to hear that that's the case.
And it's even in our mission statement too, so we kind of recite that every day and
What's
remind
the mission
ourselves.
statement?
The Ann Richards School for Young Women Leaders dedicates itself to prepare young women to attend and graduate from college, commit to a healthy and well-balanced lifestyle, lead with courage and compassion, and solve problems creatively and ethically in support of a global community.
See, that's a great mission statement.
Every morning we say that,
That's
just to remind
great.
ourselves why we're there and why we're here, why we're trying to make an impact on the world.
Yes, that's really great.
How do you make sure that you remain optimistic and hopeful?
I don't think that true hope is out of a state of confidence at all. I'll tell you why in a minute. I don't believe in confidence. I mean, you'd be surprised to say that. If there's anything I would like to give the girls at Ann Richards School is to think about the possibility of embracing doubt. I think confidence is overrated. I understand that there's a lot that's gone into, by the time you're a senior, asking you to be confident, but I feel that the world is full of so much unknown that what's very useful is to know how to tolerate doubt.
And to kind of wrap this all up, do you have any advice for me and my sisters as we go into the world and experience things for the first time?
Well, I would ask the young ladies, number one, to learn to tolerate doubt, because in leadership, they will be in a position where they have to make decisions and they don't have enough information in this large world where there's so much that is unknown. The other thing I would ask them to think about is, if you have a choice, go with love. How can you become more loving? And how can you offer that love to those who are not like you, to those who you don't perceive as giving you anything? How can you expand that love to love in all kinds of ways, not just in family, not just in friendships, not just in romance, but how can you learn about love and sprinkle love wherever you go?
Thank you so much. I really do appreciate
Oh,
you
I
taking
appreciate
time.
you. No, you're the one that came all the way from Texas. I'm sure it's something you had to give up not to be here.
Oh no, but
the way life
this is an honor.
It's
to
my
come meet
honor.
with you.
Thank you so much.